So hopefully some people will join in on this while it's live. I do have the link tagged in the events page. Talk about the Cruise to Quakertown Cystic Fibrosis car show. Now, as some of you probably already know, Don Deck of Lethal Visions Vinyls was unable to be able to attend this. So in his place, I was asked to host this event, which is the Cruise Over. So with that being said, this is actually the first time I'm doing something solo like this. So I'm really hoping for Don I can pull it off, which it shouldn't be too bad. So in this video, I'm going to give the location for the meetup, what time we're going to head over, all the specs. So hopefully if you guys have questions, you can just plop them right on over. Anyway, so let's get started as I go over to this. So the details for the cruise over, I will also leave everything in the description afterwards. I'll have everything typed up. But we are going to meet at 1960 John Fries Highway, Quakertown, PA, 18951. This is going to be at a Wawa, and from there is where we will head on over. The event starts at 3 p.m. So I am planning on being at the Wawa around 1:30. I'm sure, cars are going to start coming in by like 2 o'clock because, with car show stuff, everybody always comes early, and so do I. And since I am going to be leading the pack, I would, ideally myself, I'm going to get there obnoxiously early. So that way I am the first one there. So I'm not expecting people to start coming until 2:30. Honestly, at like 2:40, 2:35 is when I personally would like to head on over. I tend to like to get to car shows at a decent time. I don't want to go in right at 3. I'd like to get there, a little bit earlier. Now, this is only right down the street from where the event is, so it's not going to take long at all to get there. This is simply a meetup, so we can all meet up, grab a coffee or whatever if we want, and then we can cruise over. Now, along with the cruise, for those of you, that are watching me off of the channel, and then for those of you watching, off of the Facebook post, if you don't specifically know who I am, my name's Alan. I host the YouTube channel AK Camaro 2017, and there are 9 GoPros on my car. So that being said, the cruise over is actually going to be recorded. So if you're someone who definitely wants to have your car featured, on a video, then, we'll arrange placement for how everybody wants to set things up. Also, if I can get Gregory Salvatore to appear, depends on if his car gets finished, then, we'll have him to record as well. But either way, for the meantime, I'm going to be filming. Now, hoping some people have some questions. The Cystic Fibrosis show, this is the 17th annual show. It's for Aubrey CF benefits. And there are tickets online you can buy. It is going to be $20 to get in. And it's at the Quakertown Airport. And that's Milford Square Pike. So, but obviously you guys are going to follow me right on over. So you're not going to really need to put in your, GPS or anything like that. Now, they are doing a vehicle class with, trophies and stuff. Now, they have classic and antique, muscle, modern muscle, street rod, hot rod, rat rod, sport, compact, truck, motorcycle, and special interest. So these are the classes for the trophies, which, again, let's not, have people going there to trophy hunt. I went to this show last year. It's an amazing show. I really liked it as one of my favorites. And, you know, I don't want to have any issues with people arguing about, you know, trophies, because that's been going on lately. And a lot of it's coming to my attention, and it's really stuff that's got to stop. You know, I go not intending to get a trophy, you know. It is what it is. If you get one, you get one. But, you know, let's not make a big ordeal out of it. Now, I do have a drone. I'm sure some of you have already, you know, figured that out by now. However, this being at an airport, I don't really know if I can use it. I'm going to bring it. We'll see what happens. You know, I'm going to have to talk to Chris and see what we can arrange with that. I know last year I actually just went right up in the helicopter, which was cool as hell. But, you know, I'm not going to need to do anything like that, having the drone. So I just have to see what specifications are going to be going on then. But they do have planes out in the field, which will be cool to get some, you know, nice little drone shots going over top of the planes and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. You know, so we'll see what we can do. You know, this is definitely going to be a fun event. Now, let me get on to all right, so it's the actual show is going to be from 3 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Just so everybody knows. All right, so Kevin, all right, so I know I can't use drones at an airport, but everything that deals with drones is very it's kind of black and white. Or well, not really black and white, but it's more of like gray. It's in a gray area. You really don't know what you can do with them, because they really don't specify like the wording choice and what you can do and, you know, say to get out of certain things. It's kind of an up in the air, in the gray situation. You know, I'm going to have to see, you know, what's going on. As long as there's nothing flying out of it. I mean, this is a small, like a private airport. This isn't, you know, like a friggin', you know, big travel lines friggin' airport. It's small. So I'm pretty sure as long as there's nothing actually flying, you know, it should be all right, you know, staying within a certain, you know, fly height, unless there's a jammer. I know at the steel stacks near the casino, my drone would not fly. Like it's legit something blocking the signal, so that way my drone could not launch. So no, actually, to fly a drone, you have to be, I think it's what is it? It's 3 miles. It's 3 miles from an airport. You have to be. But, you know, again, special, you know, access and permission and stuff, you know, there's things. And I can go up to 400 feet. Now, once this video does end, anyone having questions, you can, you know, leave a comment in the video and I will respond to you. I am very, very good at responding to questions. You know, I always pop on and I read the comments, and I always pop on and read the comments and reply to them. Yeah, it's 400 feet in the air. You can go higher. I know my drone will fly up to 9,000 feet. So, I mean, I haven't taken it that far yet, but it can go that high. But from what I understand, you need an actual, you need to have it like registered and stuff to be able to do that, and like a permit or something. So, but all right. So guys, when we meet up at the Wawa, you're going to be looking for, you know, my Mustang, of course. Yeah, I have a Mustang. You know, it's dark red, carbon fiber all over it. You know, you can't miss me. You'll see all the cameras all over it. So I'm going to try to, I haven't seen the Wawa yet. So, because last year we went from a bank. But anyway, I'm assuming there's going to be a nice secluded spot in the Wawa parking lot. So that's kind of where I'll try to be at. So that way we can gather everybody up there. But like I said, my idea is to get out of there, by like 2:35, 2:40, and be over at the show, before 3 o'clock. And as I had said, it's $20 to get in. Now we're gonna jump in on this. Now I know this show is not, as cheap as like the other ones. I'm not saying it's expensive, but I'm just saying it's not a $5 show. It's not a $10 show. It's a $20 show. This tends to raise concerns for some people who don't want to put money out. However, I am curious, and I am throwing this card out there. So Don had made a challenge, which I was not able to touch base on yet. So now's a good time, because this show specifically would be awesome to see this happen. He mentioned that, people bitch about, going to a car show, paying and not getting trophies and shit and all that. So his challenge was he wants to see people go to a car show, pay the entry fee, and then double it as just a donation for the time that they spent, setting everything up, and just to, donate. That's what the show is for. It's all donation. So I am straight up saying, now I get it, $20 is kind of a lot to double down on for some people, it turns into $40, but I would love to see some of the people in this cruise actually go over the $20 limit. If you do, then in my video, I will make a list having your name, and I'll show your picture with your car, however you'd like to do it, and say that, hey, they paid the $20 entry fee and they paid, an additional 10, an additional 15, or the additional 20. So it would be cool to get, some of you guys to actually pitch in and, double down, or, just put in an extra percentage just as a donation. So Kevin, are you planning on attending this show? Let me know, what you're doing. Yeah, because you're leaving a lot of comments, but you haven't told me if you're going or not yet. So tell me. Yeah, so I'm also going to put that in the cruise listing, and I want to talk to everybody about that before we go. I don't know if I can 100% double down. There's some stuff going on over here on my end right now, but I will definitely, do an extra portion. So it'd be nice if, I can get somebody else to go in on that. Well, I don't know how to answer that one on here. Are you referring to the incident or what? I don't know what Facebook post you're referring to. Oh, I don't care. You're not blowing the video up. But whatever. Okay, all right. But yeah, no, everybody's welcome. As I said, Don is not able to go to this. So I'll have to see what you're talking about. Are you talking about what you posted? Because I didn't post anything. Okay. I wouldn't worry about it. I'd like to see a lot of the bullshit kind of drop with everything. So, you know, granted, whatever issues, people have, everything needs to be leveled out and yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, if you want to go, yeah, I remember you went last year. Yeah. So I guess, so you're down in South Carolina now, I believe, right? I think I'm right. So, yeah. So I actually get to host the cruise over to it, which is pretty cool. Being able to have a YouTube channel and have, a following go down with you is awesome. Yeah, that is. Okay, good. I thought that's where you were. Okay, well, Kevin, I would personally like to see you come to this. I mean, with everything aside, it's this is a charitable, event. This is one that, actually means a lot to Don, which is why I've, stepped up and, when he asked me if I could, do the cruise, I didn't even think twice about saying yes. This one, and even Chris himself, totally awesome guy, and this is now going to be the 17th show that they host. And honestly, I wouldn't miss this show for the world. I knew as soon as car season was coming up, I was going to be going to this show no matter what. So whoever I can bring with me to go to this, I want to go. I will be there. My kids will be there. My wife will be there. Everybody on my end's going. So I'd really like to get as many people to go to this as possible. And time order, do you remember though, last year it was actually in the morning. I forget what time exactly, maybe like 8 o'clock or something, but it was a morning show. This time they have the show starting at 3 p.m. and it's going on until 8:30. So it's actually a later in the day show, which is pretty unique. But yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. All right. So Kevin, do you have anything to add in? I mean, personally, I'll say this. You can bet your ass I'll never be going to a Cars and Coffee. I mean, that's for damn sure. That's never going to happen. But as far as like issues with other people and, whatever, however you want to put it, I personally want you to go because of the fact of what the event is. I get the fact of, well, yeah, Cars and Coffee is fucking, it is a joke, especially after that guy freaking yelled at me for no freaking reason. And apparently I was not the only person that he was kicking out too. He was just running around being a total dick that day. And then it fucking poured down raining and pretty much washed the fucking show out anyway on him. So I thought it was funny as hell. And it literally happened like right after I left. I was just like, karma. So, but, I know there's, mix up or whatever. I don't know. I wasn't there for any of that stuff. And honestly, for my end with what I do, personally, it's a topic I'm going to stay out of. But through me, you're invited. So whatever. If you show up, you show up. If not, you don't. I don't know. Trying to be very indirect with the conversation. So yeah. Okay. Now you just. Yeah, well, I don't know. You'll have to message me some stuff if it's dealing with that. But anyway, so Kevin, whoever that's doing car stuff, invite them, tell them to come down to this. I have you invited on the page so you have access to it. Give some people that you know to go on it. Ideally, have people watch this video. I mean, it kind of turned into a rant and a little bit of a ramble and more than I wanted it to actually turn into. Honestly, this video turned into a bunch of just like blah, 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 but it's an informative video. It's pretty much a live that would be done on Facebook. But, since I do YouTube, it's, more beneficial to do it on here. Plus, whoever watches me on YouTube or watches Gregory Salvatore, the YouTube pack, whatever, you guys are all invited to come to this event or, be in this event, whatever you want to do. And you don't have to do the cruise over. You don't have to do that. It's optional. That's just the part that I'm taking care of. But you can go to the actual show if, you don't make the cruise. All right, so I'm going to take it that's the end of the comments. I don't really have anything else to add on. So like I said, everybody, thanks for watching. Hopefully I get to see you guys, as many of you as possible on Saturday. And, if anybody does have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free, leave a comment. I encourage you to leave a comment, actually. If you do have a legit question, don't leave it on the Facebook thing. Leave it on the YouTube thing, because leave it in the YouTube comment section, because I will actually get it there faster than I'll see it on Facebook. I really don't pay attention to Facebook anymore. I got one more comment. Hold on. Yes, and also at the same time, it's probably going to be a little bit cooler too. And honestly, it's going to be easier for everybody to go, because going to a later in the day show is nice because you get to do what you need to do during the day, and then you get to just spend the night out. Versus, you get up early as hell, drag your ass out of bed, get ready for a car show, and then God knows what, happens in the meantime. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Invite, who you want, guys. And Time Motor, I look forward to seeing more content from you, because I definitely want to see what's going on with cars down there. I've been to North Carolina before, but that wasn't for a car show. And, it's definitely a nice area down there. I will, totally agree on that. But I definitely want to see what the car show scene is down there. So, for my personal requests, I would say do some walkthrough videos, just show everybody like, hey, now that I'm moved out here, like this is what's going on. Like it'd be cool to inform the people that watch you from here, how things are there. And maybe you could also make videos explaining on like if the car guys are cooler, or, if they're, not as racy as they are here. I mean, God, all the cars and coffees that's been here are a joke so far, but, so I'm definitely going to be looking forward to content that you put up. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up with that, guys, and I will see you all at the show.